Okay, there we are. So yes, and Aziz already gave us a bit of a quick introductions of the markets. If you could tell us a bit more, why do you think there's a price differences? Given it's a lot cheaper, but why is there a price difference between Edmonton and or Calgary versus major city like Vancouver, Toronto? That's probably the main question that a lot of people wanted to maybe think about.
Yeah, so very, very important. What we can point out is it's a growing city.
Yeah,
Okay, where we can say Vancouver, Toronto, or if for that matter Calgary, which is in Alberta. I
yeah,
will talk more on Calgary because it's a comparison, right?
yeah,
And Calgary is more of a city which has been developed, okay,
yeah,
which has been always the oil capital, though Alberta, Edmonton is the capital city of Alberta, but people still have the perception that Calgary is the capital city. It's not the fact, but of course, Calgary it's a major hub for multinational companies, oil industries, and all the ancillaries connected to the oil industry. And what happens with that? The Calgary has developed a lot, and now the Edmonton has its chances to develop. Okay, and now with the University of Alberta, with the farming, the agriculture in and around Edmonton city, so everything is prospering, and that prosperity is bringing, more diversification and more professionals into the city, and that is driving force for getting into that real estate, which is booming up now. It's not booming up what we can say in terms of big cities, but still it is in the, what do you say, infant to adult stage as of now.
yeah, yeah. Very nice. So it's growing, or I guess better term is recovering.
Not recovering because it was not fallen down anywhere.
Yeah,
Because in the sense, like, people were not aware that the Edmonton exists, and now people are exploring. So that's the
yeah,
reason the right term is growing.
yeah,
Because when we say recovering means something has been broken, and then you are recovering, or you
yeah,
fallen down and then you are recovering.
yeah. Gotcha, gotcha. So it's growing, and and um, eh, what do you think are the top three items you would consider before you go into Edmonton or the surroundings area?
Yeah, so the top three items, as I told you earlier also, this city is have many facet potentials in terms of adaptability, in terms of, as I told you, the risk affordability is very, very minor here. Like, if you see the risk affordability, even, if you see the latest report which we have, multifamily unit report,
Yeah,
the Edmonton's cap rate is 4.6 in compare to any other cities. If I just bring in some cities,
yeah.
like can I share one screen for you, if you don't mind?
Uh,
I
I think we have to make you. I think maybe you could send us a screenshot later.
Yeah. So what I just want to bring, the multifamily units, what is going on in market compared to Toronto, Vancouver, Ottawa, Calgary,
Yeah,
and Edmonton. We are taking these five cities, okay, and Greater Golden Horse Shoe also.
yeah,
So Edmonton have 4.6% of cap rate, market cap rate,
yeah, yeah,
in
and
compared to all other cities, which is lesser than the other cities. So I was just bringing this to your attention. Why? Because first of all, as I said, risk affordability more promising, and then the you will get, as I said, bigger properties at lesser price.
yeah,
Okay, and Edmonton is got connected, as I mentioned, about that hyperloop, and then research center, which Google has extensively invested here. So all these things are making manufacturing hub. Now Edmonton is becoming a manufacturing hub, apart from University of Alberta, which is education hub already in Northern American University. For more foreign students are attracting towards this. Not only that is making city viable and livable also, because the cost of living is very low. If
Yeah.
you just compare what we are paying as a GST, is 5% only. Now, compared to Toronto, Vancouver, you guys are paying GST plus HST or whatnot is up to 13%.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
12% here. Yeah.
yeah. So up to 13, because Toronto has 13%, Vancouver
Oh, I
have
see.
12.
Yeah.
So comparatively, we are only 5% on the service taxes.
Yeah.
So now that is very important, because upfront, when you are buying any new property or any services or anything you are doing, you have to pay the 5%, 12%, or 13, whatever, wherever you're coming from, right?
Right.
Okay, so that is very low here. So that again attracts. Cost of living is low, right? And the natural resources is abundance.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all these factors are making Edmonton a best place to invest as of now, compared to any other cities in Canada.
Yeah. And so this just I'm just gonna go off the list a little bit here and ask a further question into what you just said. Let's say if I was an investor, I am very big now. I understand. Okay, I get better price. I get better, I guess, for what I pay for, the
Co-
money I pay for, I get bigger properties and or higher cash flow. Um, what should be, let's say, just do one thing. What should be the number one thing I should be look out for or concerned about, or be, or I should know about before I start looking for my first property, right? Like, should I know about a certain neighborhood? Should I know about what is the average price range, or should I know about um, major employer or something to avoid? Is there anything like that you can share with a buyer from an outside market coming in?
Yeah, so this is a basic universal rule. Go anywhere is location, location, location. As it goes anywhere in real estate. So
Yeah.
what I will ask you to just go with the local people, understand the local market, and go for the location, because location is very important.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel, oh, I'm getting the cheaper things right around the other community or something, but there is a reason why the same style of house, same unit number of units in your multifamily unit property, and why this guys is selling at X price and why that is selling X minus some certain price.
Yeah.
There is a reason to it, right? So
Yeah.
I always say the location is the most important,
Yeah.
rather than investing extra 50,000 or 50 grand or 100,000 at the better location, rather than going for the cheap one at some other location where you might have certain things which will come up while the maintenance kind of a stuff, or the community
Yeah.
is not livable, people don't want to come in, don't want to rent at that place. Those are small factors, but that affects your long run.
Yeah.
Because if
That's
you have a
yeah.
more vacancy,
Yeah.
what you will going to end up, you will end up negative cash flow.
Correct.
That
Yes.
will not help you in any which sense. Why you are investing? Because you need at least a positive cash flow or a break even.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, do you have like top three cities to invest, top three area or neighborhood to invest in Edmonton?
So I would say you have to target first is in and around the university area. That
Okay.
is a Pleasant View, Allendale, or Queen Mary Park, or McKinnon. But again, these are a little bit higher. But the
Yeah.
West End is not bad either. Just try avoid a little bit of central Edmonton, which is very close to downtown or northern part of that. because there, some people don't want to go there,
Yep.
especially those who understand Edmonton city and everything. Those are little bit, I should not say, but still I have to mention that they are bit of a rough area within the
Yep.
city. Every city have some rough area.
Yes. Yes.
So just to avoid that one, there is nothing like we are not against anybody, but this
Yep.
is a rough patches within the city, and every city have some rough patches.
Of
So
course.
considering that, don't go. But anything on the western side, or anything towards the university,
Yeah.
and 10-kilometer radius within the university is very, very good, investment opportunity. Even you can buy the land,
Yep.
or a house on that one, which can be divided into, RF3 zone or RF7 zone, where you can make it, possible your duplex or fourplex or sixplex. So those are the property you have to look for.
Gotcha. Okay.